If I woke up tomorrow with a business, 0 followers, and 0 clients, this is exactly what I would do to get my first client from social media. Not 100 clients, just one, because the first one is actually the hardest one. And honestly, it runs on a completely different playbook than the stuff that the growth gurus keep teaching. And here's the relief up front. You do not need to go viral. You don't need 10,000 followers, you don't need a dance, and you don't need a content calendar with 17 colors on it. You need one person to trust you enough to pay you. That's the whole game. So I'm going to give you the 5 steps in order, and you can start step 1 today. Step 1, pick one platform. Just one. Not the one that you enjoy scrolling, the one where your actual client already spends their time. If you sell to homeowners, that's probably Facebook and Instagram. If you sell to other businesses, that's LinkedIn. If your work is visual, your before and afters do the selling, so Instagram. And if you're genuinely not sure, here is a good test. Where does your customer go to complain about the problem that you solve? Homeowners complain about contractors in Facebook groups. Founders complain about their marketing on LinkedIn. Wherever the complaining happens, that's your platform, because that's where the buying intent already lives. I know everyone says you have to be everywhere, but you don't. Being everywhere with 0 clients is how you burn out by week 3. One platform done well gets you your first client. You can be everywhere later when there's revenue paying for it. Step 2, post proof, not performance. Most people start posting immediately and chase whatever trend is kind of loud that week, and the algorithm sort of rewards it. So it feels like progress, but it's not. Trends make you visible to strangers. Proof makes you trusted by buyers, and trusted by buyers is the only metric that pays. So here's the exercise. Sit down tonight and write out 10 questions every single client asks you before they buy. The pricing questions, the timing questions, the yeah, but what about blank questions. Every one of those is a post. If you run a med spa, there's downtime after this treatment. If you're a financial advisor, that's what actually happens in the first meeting. If you're a realtor, that's should I sell before I buy? You already answer these on the phone every single week. Now you answer them on camera, the exact same way that you would answer them across a coffee table. And your phone is enough camera, by the way. Prop it on a windowsill, face the light, talk for 90 seconds. Nobody is grading your production. The realtor with the shaky phone video answering real questions beats the realtor with the drone footage saying nothing every time. Because your content is your first sales call, the person watching is interviewing you before you ever know they exist. So when they finally message you, half the selling is already done. They've watched you answer their exact question. They already trust the way that you think. Step 3, spend more time in conversations than on your own posts. That's the part almost everybody skips, and it's really the step that produces the first client. 15 or 20 minutes a day, go where your customers are already hanging out. Local groups, industry threads, and comment sections of accounts that your customers follow. Leave 5 real comments a day, not great posts, but an actual sentence or 2 that shows that you know your stuff. Someone asks a question in the group that you answer for clients every week, answer it right there, fully for free with 0 pitch attached. And then when someone comments on your content or follows you, message them like a human. Something as simple as, hey, thanks for the follow. Saw that you run a roofing company. How's the season treating you? That's it. No pitch, not yet. And if they write back, you do the thing almost no one on the internet does anymore. You ask one more question about them before you say anything about you. What's the biggest headache with that right now? Now you're not a stranger with a logo, you're a person who asked. Content makes you visible. Conversations make you money. The pitch shows up on its own once someone trusts you. And most of the time, it shows up as them asking you. Step 4, make a small ask. Once or twice a week, end a post with a tiny door. If you want me to take a look at yours, send me a message. A bookkeeper offers to glance at someone's chart of the accounts. A trainer offers a form check on one lift, small, specific, free, and finished in 15 minutes. Not a booking funnel with 12 steps, not a webinar registration, just a message. And I know putting an offer out there when you've got 40 followers feels a little embarrassing, but those 40 people are 40 actual humans. And a few of them have the exact problem that you've solved sitting on their desk right now. The small ask gives them permission to raise their hand. And when a hand goes up, here's how you handle it. You deliver the free thing fully, no bait and switch, no, well, to really answer that, you need to book a call. You answer it. And then you finish with one honest sentence. If you ever want help with the bigger picture here, that's literally what I do. That's the whole transition. The free 15 minutes is the audition. And you treat that conversation like it's worth $10,000 because the lifetime version of it just might be. Step 5, run this for 30 days before you judge any of it. Not 3 posts, 30 days. Trust compounds quietly, and the person who watches you for 3 posts without liking a single post again is your most likely first client. Lurkers buy. The real risk isn't the plan doesn't work, it's that you stop running it on day 12 because nobody was clapping yet. Most business owners don't fail at strategy, they fail at posting. And while you're in those 30 days, watch the numbers. Likes or noise at this stage, what you're watching is profile visits. DMs started, questions asked. 3 DMs from a real local business owner beats 300 likes from strangers in another country. One is a pipeline. The other is a dopamine hit. And so you know exactly what this looks like in practice. Here's week 1. Monday, you write your 10 questions and you set up your profile so it says who you help in plain English. No clever taglines. Tuesday, you film 3 answers on your phone. Wednesday, you post the first one and leave your 5 comments. Thursday, 5 more comments and 1 DM to a new follower. Friday, post the second video and put out your first small ask. That's the whole week. Maybe 2 hours total spread across 5 days. Nothing on that list is hard. It's just unglamorous, and unglamorous is exactly why your competitors won't do it. So here's where I use Syllaby for this part. I sit down once a week and it pulls topics that are actually moving in my niche. It drafts my scripts in my tone and I schedule the entire week across platforms in one sitting. ChatGPT can handle the drafting too if that's your flow. The tool matters less than the move. Batch it once, so showing up every day stops being a daily decision. The daily decision is where consistency goes to die. So quick recap, 1 platform, the one where your customer complains, 10 real questions turned into posts, 5 real comments a day, 1 small ask a week, 30 days before you judge a single number. And if you're ever unsure whether something is worth posting, here's my filter. If this post wouldn't make one specific person trust me more, it doesn't go up. Your first client is probably going to come from a smaller audience than you think, sooner than you think, and from a DM, not a viral moment. Just take it one conversation at a time and it'll happen. If you want to try Syllabi, here's the link in the description. There's a free trial so you can see if it fits the way you work.